Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Getting up there, right? 57,800 when I looked at it a moment ago. Heading back towards those all-time highs. Are we going to get rejected? Are we going to break out and see 60,000 and beyond? The news is bullish. The news is always bullish since the happening. We have so many big money, right? Big money's looking at Bitcoin. Big money has started seeing the value in it. Everybody is admitting that the U.S. economy and dollar bill isn't doing good. We just signed another $1.9 trillion stimulus package today. So decentralized currency is definitely looking a little bit more promising. You know, the ideal of having the rules apply today and tomorrow for the money that I save today is very important to a lot of people. Not everybody's running around, hand to mouth, hoping that everything works out tomorrow, right? That the government or someone else is just going to help bail them out when things don't work out. They believe in planning and hard work and dedication and personal responsibility. Well, us as early adopters, we're doing the smart thing. We're investing our money in Bitcoin. We've seen what's going to happen. The companies are seeing what's going to happen. So as everybody gets in, the price is going up. The ins and outs of the everyday price, that's for the traders, that's for the speculators, that's for the gamblers that like to do leverage trading. But me and you know better, right? We're daily cost averaging. We're buying the dips. We're saving little bits and cutting corners when we can because we're saving for retirement. We're saving for the next halving and beyond because we're not looking to cash out for fiat. We know that the infrastructure is being built so that we can spend Bitcoin. And every single day, there is more testimonial to this. All right, you guys. We got our lovely, beautiful... Are you looking a little grumpy over there? No, that's a smile, staring at the computer. What's happening over there, Sammy?
No, we're good. Good evening, everyone. MS Betty's is here.
Mike, hi. Buddy, I'm glad that you're here, my friend. I appreciate it when you take the time to come out here, hang out with us, and not seem like that crazy person where we're talking about magical internet money on a bus, in the woods, all by ourselves.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's like that wilderness guy that went up to Alaska and died, right?
Oh, in the abandoned bus?
Yeah, in the abandoned bus.
By the railroad tracks. He died because he ate, poison berries. So, I mean...
Well, we eat poisonous things sometimes.
A lot of things you think are edible, okay? And sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not.
So, Samantha, we got Bitcoin. Oh,
do we?
That help any?
Oh, it's illuminated.
We got Bitcoin headed back up there towards those all-time highs. Do you think we're going to be rejected? Do you think that we're going to be breaking out to new territory? I mean, we've seen... they're talking about a large accumulation zone area in the mid-40,000s for the
accumulation zone area. I like it. Is that what they say, Eugene?
Yeah, they do. They're talking about that the companies are wanting to purchase Bitcoin between 43 and 48,000.
All right. I mean, everybody likes a good coupon, discount, clearance sale.
So do we got anybody else in the chat? Is there anybody else hanging out?
Zaza's here now.
Zaza. Nice. I'm glad that you can make it.
And Satoshi James. He says, don't sell. Don't sell.
Oh, yeah. I'm not looking to take profits yet. I mean, 100K and beyond for sure with the way the news has been going. The fact that we've only seen Tesla jump in. I know that people were pointing towards Oracle or whatever, and they're in the top 10 like richest companies. I've never really heard of them. I don't follow traditional finances in those senses. So when these companies are crossing over into the cryptocurrency space, I have to go research them. I got to go look them up and find out what's what. But we know that they're coming, right? We know that they're trying to find their ways in. We know that JP Morgan started a trust fund or something, and they're buying crypto companies as their investment.
I still don't get that. Whatever.
Yeah, the future's digital. The double spend problem is real, right? So when you have Bitcoin and you have all of this technology, all of this Lindy effect, all of this adoption already, it's hard to say that you should try to cash out now, right? I mean, everything indicates $100,000 to a $200,000 Bitcoin. So I don't know, everybody's in different places in their lives, and you have to take money when you have to take money. But the ideal that you could regret it is, it's prominent at this moment. We've all been there, right, Samantha? We've taken profit when we shouldn't have.
Regret is a thing. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Rules of 10, right? I've had a lot of people tell me that one. Rules of 10%. Those are always.
I mean, now we're just stingy as hell on everything. So, I mean, that's how it rolls now, I mean,
18 stats for a penny.
Yes, thank you, Thomas.
Yes, thank you, Thomas. I like it. I like hearing about it this way, because that's really how it should be. I know for the longest time, everybody, oh yeah, I got 1.5 Bitcoin. I got 3 Bitcoin. No person was ever truly designed to hold one whole Bitcoin in the ideal network market where everybody is holding Bitcoin.
There's not enough to go
Bitcoin.
around. I mean, there's really not enough to go around.
So, yeah, I want to talk about stats per penny, because that's really where people should be. The greatest tool that Bitcoin has is that it's an investment avenue that you can do on pennies with return.
We still got faucets and crap that give us stuff like that. Nothing.
I mean, it's hard to find something that the average, 9-to-5 worker making $300 to $500 a week, how can they save money and have it be beneficial? Bitcoin is one of the only things I know that can help break that cycle.
I mean, we see what happens when the whole game stuff and all of that, where it was like, oh, everybody's like rioting and like, trying. It's like, I mean, I got it. Good, I guess. Thanks for being slightly woke. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but we see the third-party systems just shut them down. Don't allow them to take the money and
make
the trades.
Oh, and how fancy did everybody get that fat? Well, just like the one where they bought the Bitcoin on the exchange, but then they did it. It's like, well, do you think they're going to let you cash out? They don't want you to.
I don't know. I read somewhere that of all the people that invested this year, they took a statistics, and 20% of them said that they made an investment based on something Elon Musk said.
That's just fun. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, right? I mean,
why isn't he? Oh, because he's not American. I was like, why isn't he running for president? I mean, if that was fun. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm not saying the man is not smart. Okay, but to make financial decisions on one human being's tweets alone.
Well, I mean, we've seen what he can do with his tweets. We've seen the power that go with it. I mean, people do get very tribalistic, behind other people, behind cryptocurrencies, behind events. So, I don't know. The power of decentralization is amazing, because you can see how these things quickly flip. Right, and can be turned against them or turned to only help a specific group of people.
Oh yeah, I mean, like just like how it was like for like a week straight, they didn't know if, like, you know what I mean, like if he was tweeting or if it was a joke or if somebody else. These things matter apparently to people. I don't know. It doesn't matter a damn to me, but apparently the masses. This really matters. This matters. I mean, this is how our last president was able to like tweet his entire presidency. So I guess I get it. I guess. Oh.
I don't know. At this point, it feels a lot like that old Bitcoin meme where you see the Bitcoin on the roller coaster and it's going up and down and up and down. And it's like, I'm just strapped in. I see the vertical coming on the roller coaster and I'm just ready. You know, I have Bitcoin. I know what I'm doing. I'm ready. I'm psychologically prepared to not be fudded out or FOMO in more than I can afford to lose. And we have a good plan, right, Samantha? We've been tampering our plan and making it as hard as steel for 4 years now.
Yes.
So when we see Bitcoin coming near all-time highs, we're like, great. More people are going to recognize how much everyone else is accepting it, how real Bitcoin is, how much it's not magical internet money, how it's not fake or built by computers or copy-paste. Right, that was the biggest thing at first. Is everyone thought you could? How come people aren't copying and pasting these bitcoins?
I can't. I just can't.
I don't know the NFT stuff. I still don't get it.
I don't get that one at all.
I get it, but I don't see the amount of money that people are spending on the artwork that is as crappy as it is. I mean, I understand that there's digital symbolism with it, and I understand that will have value in the future. But in my mind, I have trouble justifying the price tags that they're putting on some of these.
I think it's just the same, like, it's tribalism. And I mean, I guess if that's your gig, if that's your thing, like, I mean, I have never collected anything except Hello Kitty. Like, so, you know what I mean? At no point is anything like that ever going to have a value to me. And then, yes.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be Hello Kitty non-fungible tokens.
No,
maybe Sanrio will hop in the game.
Oh,
I mean, but it's just that, I mean, it's hard when it's a digital. Art, to me, is always supposed to have been something physical. Right.
Or at least make it feel something, I guess. Or like, I don't portray a thought of something. And a lot of them don't seem to do any of that. I sound so horrible right now.
I know. If you can make money off non-fungible tokens, if you can develop them, I would love to make some non-fungible tokens. I'll come up with memes all day, make them non-fungible tokens if people are willing to pay me for them in cryptocurrency. But I don't understand why someone's non-fungible token has more value than someone else's non-fungible token unless they already have a name.
Right? I mean, maybe, that's another thing. We are definitely not artsy-fartsy in any freaking way. So, I mean, I wouldn't know if any of these people were a famous, like, digital artist or one of those kinds of things to begin with, where I guess it would be worth more. Like, I don't even know.
Most of the ones I've seen look like some sort of spray painting pixel.
Yeah, like graffiti-ish, yeah.
It looks like something off Aqua Teen Hunger Force. What? Remember that cartoon? Like, every time I see it, it looks like something off of that cartoon, and it's like, they paid, like, millions. $500,000, $1 million, 1.6, like crazy numbers for that.
All right, so as I said, it's still so early. Barely any of them are here yet. And then he's saying now with this that it's just rich people bragging rights. Yeah. And Satoshi James says Elon finally listened. I know, he went back and forth for a good year, okay, saying I kind of do. I don't really care about it all that much to bam. Look who's tweeting.
Well, yes. I mean, I know the big thing is like Doge has been coming up a lot lately. I know they just had some sort of an upgrade. I know that he's been tweeting about it. I know that his kids are invested in it.
Everybody's kids are invested in shit. Like, for real? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, but I mean, his face I
don't know. I mean, it's easier to say something than really mean something. Like, is your kid invested? Like, he got $100 worth of Doge, or like he's invested, like he cashed in bar mitzvah money, and there's like $20,000 in Doge sitting on a cell phone because that's the only way your 12-year-old knows how to hold it.
Right, one little trust fund went away for Doge, like just a little one. Like when you turn 2 and great grandma somebody gave you that. That's what you got. That I mean, I don't know. They obviously don't disclose. No one likes to disclose how much money. I mean, I don't know why.
Well, I mean, we know the lemmings, and most of the lemmings are only looking to turn $1 into $2 so they can run down to the store.
That's
hit
still
hit
hard
up
to do,
Walmart.
okay?
Yeah, I
It's
know,
still
but
hard
that's
to
as
do.
far as they get. We're looking to turn $1 into $3 and spend half a dollar in the process.
And bitch about the fees. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot of stress in Bitcoin. I don't
You're
know.
stressed everywhere else.
Yeah. I don't know. The price of Bitcoin does not really bother me on a day-to-day basis. It really doesn't. I mean, I do remember when we were having all of our apps just jingling the prices, like the horrible Silicon Valley, like that kind of like where you were looking every 5 minutes at something because it was, and now it's 5 times a day. I mean, so what is that? Like every 4 hours or something. I mean, that's not really that much in the grand scheme of how crackheaded we were in the beginning of checking the price and being worried about transactions and being worried about all of it.
Every morning when I wake up and once when I get home from work. Maybe again before bed.
I know my Coinbase likes to tell me every once in a while, which I don't know why, because yet again, told it to not push notify me, and somehow it just does what it does.
So what do you think about the stuff going on with Ethereum and the miners that could possibly like show their discontent with Ethereum Improvement Protocol 1559 on April 1st?
I don't know how to feel about that one either, okay?
Well, you guys comment in the chat, please. I would love to hear some of your guys' interests and what you guys are thinking is what's going on tonight, this week in cryptocurrency. Because that's what this is about, right? That roundtable discussion, Samantha, keeping everybody interested, keeping people going, trying to keep people from making some of the mistakes that we made and you guys have made by continuing to talk about it, right? Because conversation is the best way to learn.
And I mean, that is going to be a hard sell because, like, everybody does shitty stuff on April Fools. Like, so it is going to be like, how do you... I
think
there better be some real proof, okay? Like, I want to see.
I think they could be using it. I mean, if they're really going to go for it, it sounds good because everyone's going to be like April Fools, because April Fools is a big deal here in the cryptocurrency space. People love it. They always make jokes. But saying something like the Ethereum network is shut down due to what they're doing, it would seem like an April Fool's joke for a while. And then possibly seeing gas fees go crazy or astronomical and smart contracts not playing out properly could seem funny to some people. But I don't know why they're showing so much discontent when they're already set to move towards proof of stake. And we've heard talk of the London upgrade. So, I mean, their days are already numbered, right? We're looking at a 6-month clock and counting down till we start really moving in a direction of getting away from mining. And then to say, what was it, that they want to use this as educational purposes, it's going to be more of this, how do we create a hostage situation, right?
Hostage.
Well, because I mean, they could play it off as a joke, do it, and if it doesn't work, be like, oh, well, we were just testing, we were trying to educate ourselves as miners, right? But if it does work, then you hold the network hostage and you go to the Ethereum community and fund, and you say, hey, we want like $100 million or else we're not going to let the network go.
All right. So we're at 58K. Mike says, okay, if Eugene keeps talking, we're going to break all-time high within a few minutes.
All right.
I know, yes. All right. So, okay, where are we at? Satoshi James says that his kids don't believe in it, but his grandchildren are millionaires. I know. I mean, that our child knows about it, but I don't really think he cares all that much. I don't know. I mean, I know that he knows a lot more than the nobodies that don't. So that has to be a better jumping off point than what we started out with.
I think he's probably still trying to figure out how to get his hands on dollar bills, let alone to have dollar bills and want to think about saving them for long term.
Mike says that he thinks if more celebrities, when they start talking about that'll be when the regular people get in. I mean, sadly enough, yes, if like Snoop Dogg starts being like Bitcoin.
Who was it that we heard say? I think it was Modern Investor. I think I'm more in agreement with him that once all the third parties and the big money out there and companies and corporations have bought up most of the Bitcoin, then they'll spend money on advertising. They'll push it to the lemmings. They'll give them third-party custodianship that doesn't allow them to actually take control of their private keys and let them play around with Bitcoin that they own so that they can leverage more money out of the lemmings' pocket while still holding the underlying asset. Right? I mean, that's how big banks and corporations work. They don't give up nothing. They just let you think you own it.
I mean, yeah. You think that there's enough, but I guess maybe it's just that, everybody else doesn't really give a damn about Square or about, PayPal or about Micros. I mean, I guess they don't care. Normal people don't care.
Well, we know for a long time that we thought the biggest problem was that there was not enough publicity. There was no way to get the media hype out to the world that we wanted to let them know about Bitcoin. Not just that it existed, that there was a decentralized currency that people could opt into at any point in time with as little as $1, right? We're there, right? Everybody's heard about it. And this is why I was slightly disappointed in the cryptocurrency space and everything for a while. No one cares, right? They have $1, they can invest it, they can do great things with their life, and they don't want to. They're not interested. So I can't force it on people. I am glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm an early investor. I'm glad that you guys are great friends of mine and you guys are here for the journey and we're doing this all together. But the average person doesn't really seem to care or want to figure out how they get through later on, right?
Yeah,
I mean, most people don't have savings. Most people don't have investments.
I think it was Modern Investor who was saying that they did a survey. They were saying, if it was an emergency, like right now, could you get together $300? Are you kidding me? $300?
Yeah.
No. I mean, we're talking about a ridiculous amount of this survey was there's no way.
All right. Yeah.
What?
For example, the generator that we use for our mobile detailing is going out. I don't know. We use it every single day for over a year now.
There's a lot of throttle choky things going on.
So I ordered one off Amazon, right? And after 4 days, it didn't ship. And they refund, because they do a pending on your account, and then it takes it. Well, the pending let go, and they refunded the money back to my account. And I was like, oh, well, I guess they don't have it out of stock, something like that. So I just ordered another generator because I need it, right?
Lo and behold,
the next day they shipped both of them and hit my account for both payments and took the money. And I'm just going to say, well, I'm going to leave it in a box because I need generators, right? I don't want to be in this situation again where I'm waiting on one from Amazon to come. That's a lot more than $300.
Yeah, and I mean, we're literally, they're supposed to show up a day apart from each other. So, I mean, this just ridiculousness.
The ideal to think that $300 is life, it could be life and death type deal.
Yes, you and your family, you're starving. Everybody, everything, right? Because $300 is impossible. Impossible. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. If anything in this freaking world, I mean, for real, people without legs walk. Okay, people that have half a brain do math. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. But $300 to everybody else, because that's more than they make in a week. That's more than they don't fork out to all their bills. That's more than they have in their pocket. Is impossible. Mind blowing.
Yeah, I don't know. Because we've been listening to the news quite a bit lately, Samantha, and everyone's talking about the $1 trillion stimulus plan, right? And they're talking about how they need this money in order to just cope and get by. And it's it's been a year, and I understand that things are difficult. But if you're sitting around on unemployment a year later and you're saying that you need a $300 boost in your weekly payment in order to pay your rent and get groceries that you're already getting most of from a food bank, you should evaluate the whole situation a lot better. Right. You shouldn't be sitting around praying that the president signs a stimulus plan to give you extra unemployment benefits so that you can pay bills saying COVID. And I mean, I know that some places aren't on shutdown, like, are still on somewhat of shutdown, unlike we are.
Yeah. Yeah. We're pretty,
and that has a lot to do with people's personal situations, but still, it's been a year and you have to find a way to adapt, right? Adapt or die. That's what, adapt or die.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that everybody's view on all of this is very, I mean, I guess that's why how everybody can get so feisty is because it is very
good
personal.
in a crisis. So far.
Well, we started our business yeah.
A little before, but yeah. Ran it all the way through.
Yeah.
Ran it all the way through and it's been growing. Just got a new extractor, right?
Yeah,
it's quite a bit of money for this
cool.
one. Yeah.
I know we have to sound horrible right now because we sound so dorky. We're like, yes.
New equipment, right?
Our
new equipment
upholstery
for your business.
shampooer is like, it is nice. I do like it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, those are indicators, right? When your business is growing, when you're getting better equipment, when you have new equipment, those things, hey, your business must be doing good. You must be doing well. That doesn't seem exactly like it's slow. I don't have no customers. I need to get help from the government in order to pay my bills, to keep my business open. All right, what do we got in the chat? What are you guys thinking? Otherwise, I think we'll go ahead. We'll start wrapping it up. I do appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with me. It does mean a lot. It looks like I seen that today's the 11th.
It is.
We should be out here again on the 14th. Will be the next one, so it'll be on my birthday.
Dun dun
dun dun dun. Dun. But we'll try for the 14th if you guys are looking for the next episode. I don't know what time of day. It depends on if we end up getting out and doing anything for my birthday. But it'll be nice to celebrate with you guys. I'd love to see you guys out here. If you're watching this on the uptake, look for us on the 14th. I also have links down below. If you're not getting push notifications, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. I don't blow up feed. I don't really post nothing. It's just this video so that you guys have another opportunity for a third party to push a notification to you that I'm coming on live to join the chat.
Just in case YouTube doesn't like us that day.
Either that or you can always send me an email and we can get you on the text program, which we have with our friend Mike.
Yeah. We can also, you want to come on, shoot some shit, have an interview? Come on. Like
yes,
anybody,
we need to reach out. I told you today we needed to reach back out to Josh. We love having conversations with our friend Josh, the news. The crypto news.
Just, we need to all keep, I don't know. See, and this always, AA is the only thing that I know of that has like the sponsored buddy system type thing. But everybody needs to be talked about and reassured in this to not get FOMO'd and fudded. Like it is, I don't know what you want to call it, but we need to talk and we need to be actually interacting with each other because this is the only way we learn new stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't do quite as much as we do. And God, you guys do so much more. So, we're always learning.
Mm-hmm. I know, especially when you guys are talking about getting into all the altcoins and going into the DeFi and stuff.
Ooh, no.
I stopped trying. I went beyond Bitcoin and now I've just pulled back. And Bitcoin is as far as I want to go and as far as I really want to spend my time. Everything has to have limitations, and Bitcoin is the end of my limitation. I understand how to invest and make sense and try to keep up with the latest information, but that's where I'm going to park my money.
Oh, so this is Bitcoin support chain. I like it.
BSC, right? We'll tokenize it. We'll make non-fungible tokens of all of our faces. We'll get a council together. We could IPO.
Oh, for the love of God. I will continue as the cat.
I'm willing to continue as the cat as well.
Yep.
All right, you guys. I super appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us this evening as we ramble on like we do about this magical internet money. It means a lot to us. You guys are our best friends. We appreciate all the time you guys spend, all of the donations you guys have made to the super chat and the tally, not the tally fund. It's not tally fund, but the Bitcoin address down below. Looking like we're going to be getting off in April. Going to pass out flyers. We got awesome swag from Zaza. I mean, you guys have done so much for us already. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one, guys. Remember to keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.